Hello everybody and welcome. Welcome to another Monster Hunter stream. I hope you guys are having a nice evening. My name is Ristretto, and if you've been here before, thanks for coming back on by this evening. I appreciate it. This evening we're going to be playing some Monster Hunter World for the PC. We've been working on playing through this game for the last month or so, off and on. A cat just knocked something over. I'm sure it's fine. Probably Lungo. But yeah, tonight we're going to be continuing on through the end of high rank here, the post game, if you could call it that, after fighting Xeno'jiiva a few nights ago. We're taking on the Urgent Arena Lunastra. That's what we were working on for most of the evening last night, and so we're going to keep working on that this evening, see how we can do here with our early gear that we're using to try and clear some of this stuff. It should be a tough, but hopefully fun time. I was enjoying, I don't know, throwing myself against a tough wall like the Luna in the arena there. I'm going to give you guys some beans there in the chat, and I guess if it is anyone's first time by, thanks for visiting us. Welcome. Let's go ahead and jump on over to the game, and I'm going to start off by saying hello to you guys, because I appreciate you coming by. Hello, Ajakes. Good evening to you. Hello, Nefudis and Lord Castellian and Six Quill. Welcome, Tepelin. Welcome, Sparkle Wolfie. Yep, we're fighting Lunastra tonight. Welcome, Jack McBride. I saw your question. I'm going to pop back down to it in a minute here. Welcome, Game God. It makes me happy to hear you playing through 4U. I hope you have a good time with that game. It gave us a lot of good memories a few years ago now. Welcome, Lord Castellian and Sixth Quill. Enjoy your lurk if you're lurking. Welcome, Biotech. Said you had a tough day, so I hope that tonight is relaxing to you, playing some video games and watching some Twitch. Cheers. My day was okay. Hello, Rock Spiders. Good to see you. Okay. Let's see, here's the question from Jack. Talking about mods and your comment about enjoying the games as the devs get you thinking. You choose not to use Mantle's Claw and Banging. Do you think this is detracting or taking from the full experience, or does it make it better for you? Is it more important to enjoy the games intended by the devs, or how you enjoy yourself? That's a great question. For me, it's kind of a balance of things. I guess when I'm playing through a Monster Hunter game, especially on Twitch, where I'm trying to, I guess, just kind of showcase how the games are and how they were sort of either left by the devs or how the games were originally. I like trying to stick with stuff that's just in the game, I guess, so I can better analyze the state of things as it was left by the developer, or how it was when it launched, or how it was on original hardware without speed up on emulators or save states or stuff like that. In terms of using or not using in-game mechanics, I look at that a little differently. I think that if I was trying to be a better streamer, I would probably try to use everything a lot more. I think there are certain mechanics in this game and other games, like the Palicos or the Mantles, or a lot of the more supplementary mechanics that I probably could use for a little while longer before writing them off, or find a way to use them in a context where it was like a little bit more about the grind or about casual hunting. Maybe if I play multiplayer or something like that, I might use those things more. I don't know. If I was trying to be a better player or a better streamer, I guess that's something I could work on, is like using those things. But I'm stubborn and like I don't know if I want to. When I choose a mechanic to like not use a whole lot like that, whether it's the Palico or the Clutch Claw or whatever, it's usually because I just, while it might be in the game, and I might like, and it might be there's something from the developers worth experiencing or checking out, I might not enjoy that part of the combat or that part of the game as much. Like I know for myself, I don't really enjoy the endemic life and collecting it that much. I think it's kind of neat when I see one to like snap it up with the net, but I'm not going to go and, at least not in this playthrough, spend a lot of time going around and collecting all the endemic life, because it's just not quite as fun as me, or for me, as partaking in the combat. Let's see. I have one more thing I wanted to go over there. I guess it's mainly just about like what's most fun for me, so that's why I try and focus on in the combat, or at least like what mechanics in the combat I prioritize. I think it's just less fun for me using a bunch of traps for damage or using all the different mechanics that they give you as a player. I think there's probably a Monster Hunter game out there that exists where like at a certain rank in a certain way I would probably use everything the game gave me at my disposal, but I think usually in a lot of the Monster Hunter games, not even just recent ones, if you utilize every mechanic, you're gonna make things a little easier for yourself. And I generally just really like the feeling of cleaving my way through just using a weapon primarily. Across all the games that holds true. I really, really like this series combat, the way it balances the monsters and the weapons and trying to fit those two types of commitments, whether it's the monster committing to attack or you committing to an attack together. I think it was what makes this game really click. So that's why I focus on that. It was a probably in-depth answer to your question there, but yeah. Dijaria says they got a Switch Lite for Christmas. Congrats. And it's nice to see you, Rock Spider. I hope you're well. Happy New Year. I think that, Jack, if I had already played, I said this a couple times, I think if I had already played through Monster Hunter World a ton, and I'd seen everything there was to see, I'd experienced it how it was from the developers, I'd probably be a little bit more open to modding it, to try and make it more of my ideal experience, because I know what things I find fun or worthwhile and what things I could do without. But especially when I haven't played the game in a long time, I really want to make sure that I'm forming impressions on like what is here and what it's like, what the combat is like, unmodded, that kind of thing. Even if I don't end up using some parts of it because they're not what I enjoy. It's definitely a personal thing though, where I don't necessarily expect others to, I guess, agree with my methods, or like, I don't know. It's definitely a personal thing. It's not something where you guys need to feel beholden to how I enjoy having fun or how I enjoy streaming games on Twitch. You guys can do like whatever you want. That's some of the beauty of both games on PC, and it's part of the beauty of just Monster Hunter in general. It's a game that has so many different kinds of enjoyment in it, whether you're super into just the weapons versus the monsters or multiplayer speedruns or whatever it is. Like, there's a lot of different ways to enjoy things. Enjoy your willingness to Geiger in-depth answers. I gotcha, Jack. All right, we're just gonna go right straight back into it. Last night we were mauling out to Lunastra. Tonight we're gonna maul out against Lunastra some more. I'm gonna turn up the music slightly because it's too darn low for how nice a song this is. We're gonna go hunt a fire kitten. I should probably get in the habit of eating before I go out so I don't have to waste time doing it there. For those who maybe weren't with us yesterday, this quest is the high-rank Lunastra Arena Urgent, where Lunastra comes in to protect Teostra from their Gigante, and then you have a 15-minute Repel damage check against her. You can't triple, and you can't deal too low damage. We've timed out a couple times, we've tripled many a time against her. A lot of her moves come close to one-shotting us. I feel like we have just enough damage where we can probably get it done. I have no real basis for this aside that when I'm playing well, we can really mess her up, but sometimes when she plays well or she pulls out the right sequence of moves, it messes us up too. Well, nice. I'd love to hear them, Jack. Getting to read through Viotex thoughts is one of my favorite things. All right, that's quite the opening. So is that. Gotten a lot better at tiptoeing around her head. Feels good. When we actually can do it. I have to be careful about her in the air, but I've also learned that I really want to try and go for her in the air more often because it's one of the few opportunities we actually get to go for dunks. It'll probably take me a minute to get back to... Whoop! It'll probably take me a minute here to get used to the rolls and the iframes we needed to do against some of her tails and roars and stuff. To those of you who are bean connoisseurs, tonight's your night. I think at some point tonight, if we don't get it clear pretty early on here, we're going to have to go ahead and start farming up some healing items. I think what I settled on, Lord Castellian, is I really like that this is a fight that, like, it feels like even if I wasn't handicapping my gear at all, this would still be a pretty damn intense challenge, and there just aren't that many of those in this game's high rank up until this point. I'm aware that, like, around the point we're at, you're done with Xeno'jiiva, you've unlocked the post-game, there start being more monsters that are really quite terrifying. But up until this point, there just haven't been that many of those, so I've been enjoying her fight, even though I think that some details of it are a bit overtuned. I think in general, her moveset is pretty great. The actual moves she employs, I think the blue fire probably needed some kind of a cap on it, and maybe a bit better of, like, a lot of her moves needed slightly better visuals to really tell exactly their range or when they're coming out or where you could be hit by them. But in general, I actually think it's pretty okay. is a pretty bad situation to be in. I also forgot to drink a cool drink. Let's back off and do that. That's been part of the fight, is learning when to get the heck out of dodge away from her and all of her fire. Hey, Physicist, welcome back. Hope you're in the mood to watch more Lunastra cards. Base World, there really weren't that many major challenges. The tempered monsters hit harder, but they still have the same problem. The hitboxes are fairly lax on a lot of the moves. This is really difficult to fight this thing and read that message. So as long as you know the matchup, you don't really have much trouble aside from an occasional one-shot card if you're careless. Luna's the exact opposite of this problem. She just covers everything in damage all the time. Interesting. Yeah, I kind of feel like that, where like even if you made the monsters tankier, a lot of them just don't have the aggressive movesets to back that up, which is a bummer. Lunastra is definitely not. I think it does. I'm seeing that it does rock, and we've experienced some of them. Some of the highlights of my playthrough for me have been just Nergigante, Basilgeuse, Deviljho, Black Diablos. They're all pretty great fights. They're just really few and far between. I want more challenging hunts than that in my Monster Hunter game. And of note, only one of those hunts was required. And yeah, there are more, gosh darn it, man. There are more of those challenging hunts that come later after the point we're at in the game, but like, to have to wait to the very end of high rank to hit anything that's like actually going to challenge the player is really too bad. Challenge the player in a way that's closer to traditional Monster Hunter is what I should say. I just wish there were more of those. When you do hit a challenge like this in World, whether it's a self-imposed one like this or whether it's just a monster that's genuinely designed in a way where you have to really be on your toes the whole fight and really firing back in a restrained manner lest you get killed, I think it feels incredible. I think 5th gen's really nuts when it's like that. So I think the way I feel like that about that Physicist is like, you're so much more mobile, Physicist, that the fact that the monsters either have such small, lax hitboxes or just aren't very aggressive with their patterns against you makes it extra easy to just run around and bully them. That's how I feel about it. It's not like the hitboxes have to be chungus and like unfair. That's not great either. It's just like when you are so mobile and you can be around the monster so much easier, they need either quite aggressive moves or at least large hitboxes. Not larger than the model or anything, but like if you make a move, make it so the player can't stand around the monster everywhere. That kind of thing. It's true. This fight has a lot of not lax hitboxes. It's very true. This fight has some big chungus hitboxes. It's terrifying. That's funny. If you're up in the air for when she does that first move, she'll go up even higher to do the second one. Oops. Oh, I rolled the wrong way for that. Rolled into a blue fire. Well, that's the end of our first attempt for the night. Whoops. I always hit the enter key on my keyboard like it's going to progress that menu screen. It just doesn't. You have to hit the F key. Yep, we're going to be running out of some stuff. Let me see if my box is farming honey. If it's not, then we probably want to get it farming honey. It's farming latch berries. Thanks, past Mike. Good one. I gotcha, Lord Castellian. The keybinds that they have as default make like 0 sense to me, but I haven't put much time into it, so. Ooh, we're almost at Mandragoras. Like I said, we might have to take a break and do some gathering at some point tonight if we can't figure it out. Or can't hack it against this Luna. About to be doing Luna normal potions only soon. Hype. Not hype. Not gonna lie, I feel like even if you have a perfect hunt with your current gear, you still wouldn't beat the timer. I think you're wrong, but I have no concrete way of knowing. I just have a feeling. That's all. Like, I think we can do it. We'll see, I guess. Might be a silly thing to keep trying, but they're allowed to doubt Jack. You're allowed to, I mean, like, a lot of these folks have probably cleared this quest a hell of a lot more times than I have. Need a poll, believers versus doubters. Maybe if it gets to that point later tonight. We might do a poll. Hello, Josiah. Welcome. Probably not where you want to be on her. Oh, I probably should have drank a cool drink. It's been so long I don't remember correctly, but this Luna has low HP maybe? It's a Repel quest. It's not a Slay quest. You have to deal a certain amount of damage before the timer runs out and then she leaves. Getting walled by a Repel feels like awesome. I didn't drink the cool drink. I should have. Let's do that before we melt. Oh, we going melt. Oh my goodness, we're gonna melt. Too close to some blue fire, I think. It does feel really nice to get used, like, I feel like, I don't know, just, that's something about 5th gen fights like these, is they just make you master a monster's patterns when there's a fight that's this over-aggressive and this tense in terms of damage. I feel like that's the thing about this game. It's one of my overarching impressions of Revisiting World is so few fights really make you approach these monsters like some of the hardest content from other Monster Hunter games do. Especially in progression, it felt like a lot of just like approaching the fights like a Monster Hunter game was kind of optional. Not something like this though. That's for sure. Will we survive? Barely. Hello, Peter Samsung. Followed you when you played Monster Hunter Portable 3rd. Well, welcome back to the channel. Thanks for the follow. Sorry, I missed it for a moment there. It's appreciated. I hope you've been well. I hope you've played some good Monster Hunter in that time. We've played a lot of games since Portable 3rd. Played a lot of 4 Ultimate. Whoops. Played some Monster Hunter Rise. Played some Monster Hunter Freedom and 3 Ultimate. Not all of those games all the way through, but some of them some of the way through. This might be a death sentence. Ooh, it almost was. Oops. Enjoy your lurk, Peter Samsung. Cheers. Heard from the official Monster Hunter Capcom Twitch channel that you'll hear more Sunbreak in spring 2022. Yep, I've seen that mentioned a few times around Twitch today, or around Twitch and Twitter today. This is Lunar with low rank gear? No, it's with early unaugmented high rank gear. No, this is definitely Nergigante armor, which you do not get in low rank. Not that early. Oh, we're dead. Have you gotten the timing out or just triple carding? We've timed out like, probably 2 or 3 times. The rest have all been triple carts. Timing out, progress, yeah. It's felt like that though. Whoop. That didn't actually hurt me, it just knocked me back. So rough. Almost got out of range of that flame, but not quite. I wonder if I'd backed up more, if that would have been okay. Does Luna's dash not have a hitbox in this game? Not the dash itself, no. I mean, like, she has some other moves where she'll charge you down that do have hitboxes, but not that one. Can you augment in base game? Yeah. Yep. You do it by farming tempered monsters in high rank, which you would have had access to before Luna came out via a title update. So you could have augmented your armor and weapons by this point in the game. I guess I should say this is early gear in that it's not low rank gear, but this is a Nergigante Glaive that is not upgraded fully, like all the way. There's one more upgrade we could have right now. The armor is unupgraded in terms of we haven't used any armor spheres. And these are the skills in armor. So our only attack skill, or I guess not our only attack skill, but our primary attack skill is attack up 5. Yeah, I was gonna say, we might just die from that. That's fine. That's the handicap we've imposed. Unupgraded armor. Unoptimal gear. Hello, Marths. I'm glad you're having fun with Iceborne today. I saw your messages. Hello, Winnie the Peepo. I'm out of cool drinks. Alpha gear? Yeah, we don't have any decos to speak of. I mean, like, we have a few decos we've gotten, but they're all like Miasma res. Yeah, this is the set we've got right now. So it's 3 pieces of Nergigante with 2 pieces of Rathian. It gives us attack boost 5, Botanist 4, recovery up 3, Agitator 2, maximum might 2, and stamina surge 1. We could get attack up 7. Like, there are options where we could have much better armor right now. But for most of the game so far, if I have upgraded my gear too far, it has trivialized most of the monsters. Especially with Claggers, it feels like with those replacing some of the regular staggers, every time you deal a certain amount of damage to the monster, if you have too strong gear, it just pushes the game down to way too easy. So we've been really cagey about upgrading our gear in this playthrough. Also get the Nergi set bonus. I haven't noticed it. I've been trying to pay attention and notice when we get health back from it, and I've never noticed it proccing. It's a really, like, I don't think there's really any other way of describing this except we're doing it with early gear. Like, I don't know, what do you say? Man does Lunastra with inane early handicap, or inane, I don't even know how you describe it. Nonsensical setup. Lunastra with nonsensical setup. Nerg set bonus is tweaked to each weapon. Fast weapons need to hit more and get less health back. Gotcha. We're not hitting tons, so that could be part of it. Thank you, Mapatofu Gaming. I think that's mentioned in the skill description, but I haven't seen. I should go and look up footage of how it works so I understand what to look for in my own game. I've never noticed it proccing or anything like that. We've probably gotten it a few times, but not when I've been looking at my health bar. Bop. Nice whiffs there. Bad positioning there. We're just gonna let her get that charge, that's fine. Okay, back up quick. Oh gosh, I tried to like stay down for as long as it would let me there and it still wasn't enough. Yeah. What's rough about that is several times we've gotten dunks off of going after her in the air like that, but it's totally based on if we've dealt enough damage to her recently to stagger her in the air, if we get some kind of lucky flinch. Not super reproducible. That's probably not worth going for, even though the dunks we get are really... feels good. Pains you seeing me suffer, but you know I'm enjoying it. I am enjoying it. I think that, like, this is not how 5th generation combat is supposed to work. And I wouldn't even say that this is at its best, but I think like something closer to this, where like a monster can kill you really quickly and you have to really be careful about all the fast moves you're throwing out, would feel more to me like where the ideal of what a hyper fast Monster Hunter combat would feel like. So I'm enjoying kind of self-balancing the game around that, I guess. You'll love 18 Uriga? I think I might. I'm excited to try it if I get the chance to. That move's so tough. Yeah. There's moves of hers that I have a hard time agreeing with. Hello, Yodas. Welcome. Or Yodas. Think of replaying the whole game back, but you don't know whether you don't know whether to go longsword or hammer. Did you play either of those beforehand, or are they both going to be new to you? They're both pretty cool. They have very different attack styles, very different ways of handling the monster. So you could do a mixture of both and probably still have a good time. Some of the monsters that hammer might have a tough time with, longsword would have an easier one, and vice versa. Hello, Luna. I think hammer because you like to knock stuff down. That makes sense. Hammer's really satisfying in all the games. Goodness, Lunastra, that's so much fire. Okay. Okay. I'm melting. What do you do there? Yeah, I don't know. Especially in this arena here, she has some ways of forcing interactions with her moves where it's like, well, you stand close to her and you get hit by her fire, or you walk out further away and you get hit by the blue fire and you don't have any other options. It's like, I don't know what you do. I think our music's about to run out here. Let's see what YouTube queues up for us next. The handler is bundled up. Whoops, I didn't come up here to post the quest. I came up here to eat. I think eating so we don't have to do that when we first get out on the quest is a good idea. I hope they do another jazz album someday. It's neat that they did it in the first place. Most video game series wouldn't. I'm gonna be too warm in this jacket. There we go. A little better. Hey Parsec, welcome. I hope you're doing well tonight, friend. Doing well, how about you? I am just fine. I had a pretty okay day today. Got a negative COVID test post-traveling, which is a relief after traveling to a lot of different places and seeing a lot of different people. The jazz albums are great. The Persona 4 Reincarnation album isn't fully jazz, but it does have a lot of jazz covers of songs. It's always fun to listen to. I'm glad there are video games and video game series out there that do jazz albums. The world needs more jazz, I feel. I'm not like a jazz connoisseur, I just like it, but doesn't seem to be enough of it out there. Alright. Oof. Luckily her tail at least doesn't flare up those fire pools. Ouch. Ah. Thanks, Mappa Tofu Gaming. That's super kind of you. What'd you find? They definitely are, Pogat. It's one of the highlights of the series. And not, I mean, like, the further you go back, the jankier they get, but not even just in the most recent ones. Like, even back to 3rd and 4th generation, there's some animations that are really cool. Health regen procs every 5 attacks, but each attack has a 5-second timer. Okay. So you have to do 5 attacks within 5 seconds of one another in order to get the health regeneration. I feel like that's not happening super frequently for us in this matchup, so it might be kind of hard to pick it out. IG should regen 10 health, which isn't too much. Gotcha. Interesting. Just kind of a cool set bonus. I wanted to check it out. Haven't really noticed it so far, but I'm game to keep trying to notice it. Oops. Good aerial meme up. I think maybe using some more aerial moves might not be in our worst or the worst idea, but some of those moves like the tail, like it looks like it just hits behind her. It hits like all the way up front by your head too. It's kind of crazy. I was trying to go for more aerial stuff on her head earlier on in the matchup and did not prove to be super useful to us. Gotta get out of here. We were too close to the blue fire there. Away, away, away. Missed the tail. Hey Arcane, welcome back. How goes punching the incinerator? Yeah, it goes. It's difficult. Yep, I dove next to a fire pool there, I think.
Neat.
Just enough beans, huh, Arcane? Oh, you asked Lunastra doesn't like volcanoes? There was no volcano map in this game. There's a map that has some volcanic areas, and once you beat this Repel quest, then you do fight her out there, but not beforehand. Ugh. Hi, Ensign Boot. Yeah, I said hi. Did I not say hi? I thought I did. Your Vita gave you a friendly reminder to back up your saves? That's good, you should. If you remember correctly, the hind legs are the safest spot. Maybe so. We've been trying to go for the head and it has not been working out. We might need to change up our tactic. It landed all the way up there. That's so weird. Head has really bad hit zones. I believe the tail and the head are the two best hit zones. They're not 45s. They don't proc weakness exploit, but her legs are worse. Yeah, we're not running with weakness exploit, so it doesn't really matter. Yeah, the wings and the tail are the two that are okay. The tail's just really difficult to hit. Oh, did I say hello twice? I apologize, Entin Boot. Sometimes my mind just gets away. I guess why don't we do an attempt going for the back legs then? Kind of off to the side of her body. See if that feels safer. The hind legs are pretty bad, but I think the hind legs are trip. I forget what trip is. Should review the hit zones? Okay, we will. They're good for element? Then maybe we will. Yeah, the topples we've gotten have definitely not been from the head. That's correct. That's correct, Rock Spider. So going for topples might be a better strat than just trying to damage the head the whole time. Like going on mounts for rage. You know what? I literally never thought to mount it. We might want to mount it. Okay. Here are the hit zones for Lunastra in high rank, right here. So you can see that for cutting, the head is not an awful hit zone, but it's not a weakness exploit hit zone. That doesn't matter to us because we're not running weakness exploit. The best are the wings, followed by the tail at 45. The hind legs are 30, so they're not as bad as the rest of the body. They're not as bad as the forelegs. They do take 10 dragon damage. So 30 with 10, if it trips, is actually going to be a pretty okay. So maybe we do try that. I don't think anywhere on here it says what part of the monster trips, but I believe it is the back legs. Just assume no aerial and no mounts are part of your policy. No, not really. I just don't enjoy using them that much, so I don't spam them. I go for mounts when I feel like it, but it just honestly doesn't occur to me super often. Time for blunt kinsect? No. I like the blast, dude. I'm sorry. Yeah, physicist, you can feel free and tell me about the trip zones. That's fine. Thank you for asking. Her hit zones weren't nerfed in Iceborne patch, right? Never noticed if so. Not nerfed in Iceborne patch, like this isn't like it changed, but if you fight her in Master Rank, her hit zones are even worse, yeah. Like the head's a 37 instead of a 40. She takes the same element, it looks like. Yeah, her hit zones just get worse. Only game to have different hit zones on a rank-to-rank basis, by the way. You ended up gunlancing her with Wormstick Blast for your farms. That makes sense. Alright, so we're going for back legs this time. Whoops. Hello. Whoop. There was a stagger from the back legs. Bop. Ugh. Gotta heal. Oh. Here's our first trip of the night. Combined with our first Quagger of the night. How'd you manage that? How'd you manage what? The trip? Attacking the back legs? Oh, you're talking to Marths. I'm sorry. too early on the roll. That's just so much blue. That is so much blue fire. Thanks, Roxbear. Ugh. You're so mean, Lunastra. We broke the wings, that's nice. I think this is a better strategy than what we were doing before. Got the wings break independently? I didn't even notice. Off. Oh, it's okay. You're fine, physicist. You're all good. I really don't care about stuff like that for spoilers. Oh, that move is surprisingly like a nice... I don't know, that move is designed in a way to really hit you. Ugh. Oh. Is there a pause button mod? Not that I saw, Martz. I looked too. Too close. Ugh. I really am taking a lot less hits hanging out here as opposed to hanging out by her head. It's a lot less hits than I thought it was going to be. Or I guess it is. I'm taking a lot less hits than I thought it was going to be. Different from the head. Should get a cool drink and sharpen. No, she has some moves with long enough openings where if you don't attack her, you're fine to sharpen. Sharpening hasn't been too much of an issue, to be honest. The few times we've needed to. Hasn't been too bad. You were just memeing? I gotcha. It's not that inaccurate of a meme. That's definitely the lowest stress way to sharpen against Lunastra. Is to cart. I don't want to come over there. Please come here. Thank you. No, jeez. Longest steer. No. That bounce feels so bad. I think we're gonna time out again. We staggered her out of it. We staggered her out of her Nova. Yo! Yeah! So it was just a bad strategy. It was just a bad strategy going for her head. We did it! We canceled the Nova and we repelled her by going for the back legs. Hell yeah! Only like 5 hours worth of work, but we did it! Just don't ask me to do it again. Now for more torture? Yeah, now we try and kill her. Cool! Most clutch stagger of all time. Necessary. Now we get to fight her for real? We do. I'll turn the music back over to the in-game music next. Not a whole lot of Novas on this run. We were hitting her a lot more. I think the Elder Seal was actually doing its job. Now we get to farm some proper gear. We might use some Lunastra gear. Trips knock down her charge level. I figured. Jesus, physicist, that is so generous. My goodness, thank you. $100 tip. There's usually a message that goes along with it. Can't actually believe it. Happy 2022. I think I remember you giving me $100 a year ago for like the holiday season. Thank you for 2 years of really generous support. Thanks, physicist. Jeez. Thank you. Happy 2022 to you too. You forgot this year? It's not an obligation. I'm commending you because that's really generous 2 years in a row. It's absurd. Thank you. I hope that Sufferfest was fun for you to watch. Now let's see what happens. Who do we talk to? I think we talked to someone over there about it. I like to do it before the holidays so people can buy gifts or something. That's just very kind of you in general. You're not obligated, and thanks. Oh, right, they're Elder Dragon pairs. There's like that paired part of the Lunastra quest, isn't there? Let's go see what that's like. No remorse, no surrender. That pretty accurately describes our previous evening. How you restrict yourself, you should cosplay as the huntsman. Our hunter should, or me? How funny would it be having A Monster Hunter stream and then just a streamer dressed up in full cosplay trying to play the game through like an armor set. That'd be pretty goofy, I think. Why not both? Why can't we have both? Yeah! That's a good ad. I like that ad. Cursed sentence. I like that ad. Please do it. I thought about dressing up as a giant coffee bean once. I figured that it would look too much like a kidney or like a turd or something, so I didn't. I could dress up as a giant coffee mug. I've thought about doing that. Alright, no remorse, no surrender. Never thought I'd live to see both the Emperor and his Empress in one spot. It's only fitting that you have the honor of ending their reign. Do a capybara cosplay? I don't think I'd be comfortable doing that. Start a new channel called The Huntsman and then cosplay the Huntsman while using as close to the Huntsman's armor as you can in game. The nice thing is that he's just wearing Rathian armor, so you'd be able to do it in every single game. You'd be just like the guy who only wears Rathian armor and hopes for a god charm, I guess, for whatever skill he wants. Alright, Monster Hunter Jazz. Thanks for the tunes. We're gonna listen to the in-game music next. Hey Plasmodium, it's really good to see you. I was thinking of you recently. I've been trying out Elite Dangerous. I'm playing World again? Yeah! We've been revisiting it for the last year or so. Or sorry, the last month or so. Gone through all of low rank and high rank now, and we're just doing some post high rank stuff. We're probably not going to do master rank right now, but we're going to play low rank and high rank, and then take on Rise for PC when it drops next week. What made you want to play Elite? I've been feeling a space sim itch for a while now, and then I also got a VR headset. I bought a VR headset for myself over the holidays, and I wanted to try it out in VR. I haven't gotten to the point where I'm comfortable with it yet. I've done a couple of the training missions so far, but that's it. Okay, it's time. I'm going to update the stream description real quick, and then we'll go on this quest. Makes sense, Plaz. I got the VR headset not because I was like super sold on playing Elite or super sold on any particular game, but I wanted to see where the technology was. I've tried it every couple years when like a friend has one or when there's this demo at a store or something, and I saw some writing about using it to access like your regular computer and like having all kinds of monitors like in your field of view and stuff. But I don't know. The hand tracking and the head tracking is really impressive. Like really, really impressive. I have I got the Oculus Quest 2, so it's like a standalone one that you can use on its own, or you can plug it into the PC and use it like that, sort of. The resolution of the screens is not quite there. It's still a little blurry for my tastes compared to like regular monitors. It's like noticeably, it's probably about the same amount of sharpness as 1080p, maybe a little bit less than, is what it looks like. Which is like, I don't know, on the one hand, it's like running at high frame rate, so it makes sense that it's not super high res, but it's rough strapping something that is like a lower pixel density to your face. All right, high rank Lunastra assignment in nonsensical gear. Is this nonsensical gear? VR would make you hurl. So far, Elite hasn't made me feel too nauseated or anything. Also, Psychotic, hi. Did you get Luna down? We just finished the Repel. Are you going all the way through the Fatalis? Right now, I think we're just doing high rank stuff. We're going to be switching to Monster Hunter Rise on PC when it comes out next week. The screen to eye distance will make low resolutions really stick out. It's not even that it's low resolution. It's decently high resolution. It's like almost 4K pixels across both of the eyes, but it's just so close to your face, like it's got to be way, way denser. And I guess PCs have just got to get way, way stronger to be able to push high frame rate VR like that. But I don't know, I might end up selling it, but I wanted to try it out. I wanted to try out different ways of interacting with computers via head tracking and hand tracking and stuff, so I'm gonna hang on to it for a little bit and try it out, and I'm sure I'll bring it out. I was gonna say at parties, I'll let people play like Beat Saber, but like what parties are you having in the year 2022? Gotta play Subnautica on VR. Not that like even before, like, let's be real, before 2020, it's not like I went to a lot of parties anyways. I'm here with you guys 6 days a week. Like what parties am I going to? None. I'll bring the VR to this party. How about? I'll do a couple VR streams before I ever sell the thing. Gotta play Subnautica on VR. Dude, I actually am afraid of deep water, so that might freak me out. Alright, I had forgotten that this was a quest where you fought both of them. The last thing you did before COVID was you went to PAX East and went to the Mon Hunt event. I mean, that's a pretty good thing to go out on. I didn't do anything special right before COVID hit. I was working a job where there were lots of people all the time, so we didn't work for almost 9 months, but I miss it. That was a fun job. Maybe I should try Subnautica. Okay, so they're both on the map at once. Let's start with the bitter pill first. Let's go ahead and do Lunastra. Oh man, hunting this thing not in the arena. Oh, I rolled directly into the fire there. Man, I'm gonna wish for that arena soon, dude. Have you fought the original Lunastra in the tower? Not in Dose, in Free Me Night. And I don't think she's actually... I've never fought her in the tower. I've fought her in the volcano in Free Me Night. At least it's a multi-monster quest, right? So they have like reduced HP. Doing this on PC right now? Yes. I finally got a PC capable of playing video games and streaming video games at the same time this past fall. And so this is that's part of why we're able to do this, is got a PC now, so I can do this. It was a great sentence. Modded monsters can be really fun. There are a few that are much more difficult. So I've heard. I'm doing an unmodded, I'm doing this mostly unmodded right now. We're running the performance patch. We're running a mod that tweaks the colors slightly. I can toggle it so you can see normally things are just kind of a little bit lighter, a little bit more washed out, with things a little bit more contrasty and vibrant. And I also have a mod that makes the scout flies a little bit less bright, but mostly is visual stuff in the performance mod for now. If I ever got my fill of world, I would want to come back and try out a whole bunch of game altering mods, or I would want to try out some game altering mods. For now, it's like, it's been nearly 3 years since I last played World. So I want to form some fresh impressions of it so I can speak about this game intelligently going forward. Ah, jumped right back into it. That's not what I meant to do, but that works. Oh, the one time that move actually hits me. That's too bad. That didn't work. Was waiting on Rise to PC because you tend to play GU and the controllers just hurt your hands, so you need to play on keyboard and mouse. Gotcha. That's interesting. You're not the only one I've heard who's gotten used to playing Monster Hunter on keyboard and mouse. I've tried it a little bit, and the binds are just like, I haven't played games on PC in not quite a decade, but close to a decade, and my hands can't do it anymore. For one, I just don't have the muscle memory anymore, but like also, it kind of hurts my hands. To those who can do it, like, props. I'm sure there's a whole host of things in the game where like it's just straight up more optimal, like quicker to do. I'm a little nervous right now. Turned off damage numbers? Yep. Oh boy. It's nice that they're in the game, but I kind of just find them distracting sometimes, so I like just focusing on the monster. Huh? That was weird. It's rare that you flinch a monster up into the air. Oh, we got a mount. I'll take it. Sure. I think I tried to fly and you flinched it the second you did the animation. Oh, I failed the mount because no stamina from doing triple aerial moves beforehand. Oh well. That's fine. Oh, I should drink a cool drink, huh? Haven't played Monster Hunter in months? Yeah, Plasmodium, how have you been? What you been up to? Got employed again, so you've mostly been doing that. That's fair. I get that. There are some days where that's really all you can do. It's like, you know what? I went to work. That is my day. I'm done. Good night. Oh, gosh. Uh-oh. Yeah, from what I've heard, the key bindings are pretty different for the Rise demo than Iceborne was. Not even Teo wants to deal with Luna. Can you blame him? She seems like quite the surly person. Why is it you never charge your Kinsect? It's not a thing in this game? Oh, you mean charge it with slinger ammo. I thought you meant like charge up and then fire it out, which is a thing in Rise and is a thing, isn't it? A thing in Rise? It's a thing in the older games. With Kinsect ammo? I don't know. I just forgot it was a mechanic for a long time. Yeah, feel free, physicist. Oh God, how did one get over here? Dead, yeah. Nothing I could do about that. Teostra's Inferno. Oh, it's Hot Sammy Sliz. We'll watch that. Not on a 15-minute timer anymore. Let's see. What's he doing? Playing some Gunlance. He's got eyes in the back of his... Oh my goodness. What a dunk. That's absurd. Wait, what? He's back up? That's absurd. Good clip. Show clip. I don't like reacting to others' content without their express permission. Like, I don't like showing it on stream and reacting to it. You can watch the clip if you'd like to. That is an amazing dunk. DM you for later. Because I like you. Alright. The environmental effects look really weird sometimes with the Elder Dragons on the map. Oh, Physicist also DM'd you? I DM'd you too. Alright, where's Lunastra now? Still down in the center area there. Like sometimes if we're learning something, like if we're looking at matchup knowledge, I'm okay looking at somebody else's run. But especially if it's just something that's like, haha funny. I try not to show that stuff on stream too often. There's a mod that removes the environmental effects of the elders. I'd consider that mod. I don't particularly enjoy the environmental effects. I think maybe if you had like some other graphic settings turned on or the colors were a little different, maybe it would look right, but it just kind of looks like there's this weird pulsing desaturation effect. Bring a bucket of water, you'll be all right. I wish. At least in this area we get free heals. Yeah, we have volumetrics turned off already. They're very expensive in this game. I think it was before Froxol volumetrics became more in as a efficient way of doing volumetric lighting in games. So it's like older, expensive style of volumetric lighting that really makes it rough to run this game with it on. Newer games with volumetric lighting employ a newer technique that isn't so bad. Yeah, I wouldn't claim to know if MT Framework supports Froxol volumetrics or not, but a lot of newer games have a newer way of rendering volumetrics where it's not as expensive. Are you just playing solo right now? Yes, I am. I'm not sure how to pronounce your name. Jerwin? Probably Jerwin YouTube. Is that it? Just Jerwin or Jerwint? But welcome. Yeah, we're just playing solo. I'm trying to form some fresh impressions of this game and its combat and its progression before Rise PC comes out. We've progressed through low rank and high rank over the last month or so, and now we're doing the end of high rank stuff. We'll be playing some Rise for PC next week. We may do a multiplayer night tomorrow night. I haven't decided. Oh, tried. Well, we'll keep trying. Hey, 15 minutes. The thing didn't happen. It'll happen before we clear the quest. Don't worry. I think we're gonna have to start farming Mandragoras. Yeah. Did you manage to beat yesterday's arena Luna tonight? We did, with coffee. Yeah, just a bit ago we repelled it. It took us switching up our strategy. We were hitting the head yesterday, which was like a slightly better hit zone than the back legs, but didn't proc trips, and then we switched over to hitting the back legs, which turned out to be quite a good deal safer. And it let us finish the quest. Or repel the Lunastra, at least. Let's just buy some potions. We're definitely running low on supplies, which is what happens when you don't do a thorough playthrough. Someday, I'm really looking forward now to doing a thorough playthrough of this game. There'll be things I'm gonna have to like come to terms with, because I don't even like playing all the weapons in this game. You're gonna hear me have a lot of struggles getting used to some of the weapons in this game sometimes. Whoops. For some reason, World is still more popular than Rise. Well, it's been on PC, and I think a lot of people who got really into this game played it on PC. There's also more content for this game. So there's more things to do, especially with mods. You can mod it to keep making it fun even after you've done most of the content. Yeah, also, yeah, exactly. Also a simply bigger market on more console and more platforms. Mm-hmm. It just sold more, too. Although Rise has sold well. What am I doing right now? Wandering around, not taking the quest. We may have to take a break to actually gather materials sometime soon here. But I want to keep trying that quest for now. It does feel fun to get to fight her outside the arena. That too, Puz. I imagine a lot of folks will love this game for a really long time. Capcom just uploaded a PC launch trailer for Rise. One of the new features is screen filters, black and white, sepia, Japanese style, and warring lands. Really? I'll watch that on stream. When is it coming out? Rise for PC comes out next week, next Wednesday. Yeah, I thought that was funny too. All right, launch trailer for Monster Hunter Rise. Here's the link. Thanks, I just booted it up. I appreciate it though. Okay, let's mute the in-game music here. Whoops. Watch it mid-quest. Cheers, Plaz. It's nice to see you again, and I hope you're well. Have a good morning and good rest. Okay. Get this up. Let me get this so you can actually see it. All right, this is the launch trailer for Monster Hunter Rise on PC. It's not framed 100% right, I apologize. Stylish. Filters. Weren't those in the demo? Maybe they weren't. Japanese style. What is that? Warring Lands. That's kind of cool. The mods that... There are going to be lots of mods to alter the colors of the game. Ultra wide display. 4K resolution. I'm pretty excited for this game. I really enjoyed playing Rise on Switch earlier this year, so I'm quite excited to get to play it on stream again. Various customization options. More vibrant than ever before. Coming January 12th. That's next week. Cheers, Mappa Tofu Gaming. Have a good night. That's your birthday? Well, if you get to play it on PC, hopefully it'll be a happy birthday to you, Jerwin. Whoop. Hello, music. Was not in the demo? Gotcha. I already ate. Let's just grab the stuff from the box. Yeah, I'm really excited to get to play Rise again. Really, really excited about it. I'm going to be doing a playthrough of that game, I believe, where I'm not going to be using any wirefall or any silk binds to try and make it feel... To try and just, I don't know, try out a different style of play from our initial playthrough on the Switch. We may stick with that all the way through, we may not. I don't know. I'd like to see what that feels like for a good long while. We'll probably still do some weapon raffles, although we're not going to be collecting as much as we did on the Switch. Hello again, Lunastra. Let the fight begin. I don't know, Marks. I've been getting that question a lot, and I've been asking myself that question a lot. I don't know what platform I'm going to play Sunbreak on. I think I'm going to be too spoiled by PC. I'm just going to posit a guess. But I really like handheld Monster Hunter, so I'll be kind of bummed about it. I'll buy it on both. Nice, Infernal Dawn. Welcome. Clearly just play on both different times. I guess, yeah. That's what you do as a streamer, right? You have like Switch nights and PC nights. We might do that, but then you have to progress 2 files, dude. That's rough. And you have to buy all, yeah, you have to buy all the DLC twice. I'm already upset about that, Marks. Where like I was looking at the end of that trailer where they showed the digital deluxe version, and I was like, ugh, if I want all the cool DLC, I have to buy it again. I am a whale, like 100%. I want all that DLC. At least I can write it off on my taxes. Gotta rebuy the cat eared layers? We do. So you got through the Repel? We did, yeah. about 45 minutes ago. We've tried this quest once so far. This is our second attempt. Our character voice. I wish our character spoke more in this game, because his voice is so goofy. Mr. Monster, meet Mr. Weapon. Hope you have insurance. Ah, Penny! Oh, Penny! There were so many different versions. Those voices are so goofy, dude. What is going on? Are they doing their thing? No, they're not doing their thing. They're just both aggroed. Cool, alright, well. Multi-monster 5th gen Elder Dragon Hunt. Tried playing the Rise demo with voice lines, but it got annoying real fast. You just turned it off. I just don't like the sound of hunters quipping as they're hunting, but also they say the same lines a lot. And even with the Monster Hunter language instead of the English dub, they still say stuff too often. Oh, Teo, stop. Or like it says Da Penny over and over again. Which, like, while funny, is like, I don't need the character to be saying the same voice line over and over. I don't know. It's weird. Teo. Do the different voice options have their own unique quips? I don't think so. Maybe. I know in Monster Hunter language, they all say the same things. There's like a couple different pitches of like, Da Penny! Da Penny! Like, there's a lot of different ones. This is the second attempt, Jack. Yeah, I think there are some quips in English that are restricted to certain voice types. Because there were some I never heard, even when we tried out English. Saw the thing? Nope. They never did the thing. I just remember the thing. Is there at least like a deep grizzled veteran voice? I forget. Hey Fal, it's good to see you. We did end up repelling. We spent like 4 hours repelling the Lunastra from the arena in this early gear that has no business taking on Lunastra. I believe we're going to die. Even if I had Superman dove there, I would have died. So I was trying to outrange it. I know you can, but not easily. Father Foul has a nice sound to it. It actually is possible to chain the Supermans together to take almost no damage. I always get hit by the wind pressure in between the first one and the second one. Always. I think I've done the perfect chain like once. I'll also have to try and get better at Superman dive chaining. Oops. Too early on that roll. Water pods can disperse the blue fire, but not mid-nova. Too early there. Cool, Luna. I just don't, like, in general, I'm not one for using optimized meta builds, but I also just don't like negating aspects of a monster's fight with armor skills rather than learning to deal with them with my weapon. But to each their own. I know some people really do like collecting up a bunch of different builds to deal with a bunch of different types of monsters, and I can't really blame them. It sounds satisfying. I think I'd be happier if it was a little, like, it was more expensive to negate things like that, but in the newer games especially, it's, like, really easy to negate. Did you see all the different directions that fire was blowing there? In the newer games especially, it's pretty easy to get all kinds of negation for all kinds of different types of effects, whether it's stun or fire or whatever it is. Granted, you're giving up damage skills, and some folks would call that unacceptable or something, but I really like trying to learn around those aspects of the fight. That makes sense, Lord Castellian. Yeah, I get that. Hey, Twinline Fire Red. It's good to see you. I hope you're well. We've been revisiting World as of late, and we are working on Lunastra. Lunastra's hard. We're doing it in some early, unupgraded gear. I guess both Foul and Fire Red are here, which are two folks that I'm sure many of you are fans of Final Fantasy XIV, but those two people are people who I think of when I think of FF14. I was watching a big, good, long video on that game earlier today, like a big overview of the game, sort of, by Never Knows Best. Are you gonna switch to streaming Final Fantasy XIV? No. If you could just only fish. Oh hey, bond with Teostra. Here's their thing. Oh god! Nox did mention fishing playstyle got buffed. He did mention that it got some new stuff. The thing for me is, like, I would play that game if I could literally only fish. Never do a single thing, never partake in any other part of the combat, just fish. I would do that. I would appreciate getting to hang out with friends and fish. But I can't do that. I'd have to go through the story, so. Yeah. It's weird, Lord Castellian. I feel ya. We're like, this is our set right now, where I'm using Botanist and Recovery Up and Hasten Recovery and Gigante Hunger just for fun. I guess I find myself going for, like, unoptimal, air quotes, skills that kind of benefit the style of play that I do, where, like, I really need to stretch my healing as long as possible, because the way I'm gearing myself generally makes quests take longer. And so more healing is a boon. Feels bad, man. Oh. Yeah, it's a natural expression of playstyle. I think that's a great way of describing it, Physicist. I think that's part of what makes this series great. There are so many different ways of enjoying these games. So many different armor skills you can prefer. So many different ways of getting through things you can prefer. Yeah, see, like, I was mashing Superman Dive there and I didn't get it. Okay. We're alive. Forgot health augment was a thing. Sure was. Whoops. This is really unsafe. I shouldn't have used a Mega Potion for that. Whoops. Hello, Teostra. Did health augment exist in older games? It existed in Monster Hunter 4 Ultimate, but it worked a lot like this armor set that we're wearing right now, where it only healed you after consecutive attacks. Like if you hit a monster enough times quickly enough, it healed you. But it did not work like health augment in this game works, where like with every hit you gain some health back. Health augment in this game is something I pretty drastically disagree with existing in the series. In a similar manner to how I disagree with Mega Dash Juice existing, or being so good in some of the games. That was unsafe. God, she's got just so much blue fire out here. Whoa! She went so high. And it still hit me. Wow, I thought that it wouldn't reach down all the way, but it does. Interesting. Whoa, oh my gosh. The visual feedback for that is just awful. Which, like, there's lots of things in the series that have pretty awful visual feedback. But that's sure one of them. Alright, we need a cool drink. Good way of describing it, Lord Castellian. Look at, that's so crazy how the fire can just shoot out in all these crazy directions. We are so dead. That move, man. That move, when you think about all the different ways you have to have your luck line up to be ready to survive that move is not great. We survived like a minute longer than last time. There's a lot of her moveset that works like that, where there's just like not a whole lot of chance of me being able to survive some of it. Like, There's some of her moves where she often puts blue fire about a roll away from her in kind of a circle around her body. And she also does some moves where she kind of like sprays fire in like a semicircle close by her body that have pretty substantial fire hitboxes. Like you can roll it kind of if you're in the right spot around her body, but it's pretty difficult. And in those situations, you can't roll out away from the big fire hitbox because we get hit by the blue fire that flares. And when you're close to her, it's very difficult to be in a position where you won't get hit by the Chungus like regular fire hitboxes. So it's pretty. There's some designs of her fight that just feel like overtuned is the best word for it. But like the concepts themselves are not inherently bad. Like I don't even think her Nova being different from Teo's and being more of a like you gotta get out of the way or you gotta weather it the right way is like an awful idea. But yeah, it just feels a little overtuned. Hey Pelosa, welcome. The Chungus regular fire but hitboxes. Yeah, around her body. Yeah, around her body. There's a lot of hitboxes, man. I think we're out of Mandragora. We should start farming Mandragora. But we don't have any Mandragora. Yikes. Hello, Bursted for days. Yeah, I guess with more iframes, Physicist, that makes sense. You'd be having a much better time of rolling around your body safely, and it would feel like in that situation you weren't forced between a rock and a hard place. Oh! I think it's about time we make use of this feature. Can you meld armor spheres? Man, I wish you could meld armor spheres. Looks like you gotta do the other farm quests. Yeah, we've not been doing a very thorough playthrough of this game. I think I started talking about it earlier, but I forgot to finish my sentence earlier. You did not, Tomix. We did finish the arena urgent against her to unlock, or the repel against her, but now we're on to the actual quest with her in Teostra. I wanted armor spheres to be meldable, like as in you could use them to meld for things, Marths. That's all. Let's keep trying. Yeah, in our full thorough playthrough, I probably won't let myself meld for consumables like that, because I think actually going out and gathering is nice, but we have some limited time here before Rise PC comes out, and this isn't a thorough playthrough, so I'm being a little bit of a cheat and using those melding things. I don't like doing that particularly much. I thought Namiel was cool too, Physicist. You're the only new person you follow and watch who doesn't have open lobbies. Like, I actually like to see me play. I consider that a pretty big compliment. Thanks. We do sometimes have multiplayer nights. I might have one tomorrow. Like, I guess for folks who have been here the last few days, it feels like we have some consistent folks who have been enjoying watching the world. Would you like to play High Rank World tomorrow night if we did a multiplayer night? I've been trying to gauge some interest, but like not super in depth. I haven't gone out and been like, at everybody, would you like to play High Rank World? But in general, yeah, it's fun to play solo. Sure, you'd like to watch it? Okay. Need to craft some gear, but sure. Okay, well then we'll do it tomorrow night. I'll tweet about that tonight after we finish the stream. So at least we give an opportunity for some folks to get some high rank stuff or pull out their high rank stuff if they still have it laying around. But yeah, when Rise for PC comes out, we'll be doing multiplayer nights probably about once a week. Cheers, FPS. It's good to see you. Please host Xbox lobby. Rip, Marks, I'm sorry. Yeah, like that move. That move is nuts. This whole fight's nuts. Let's just be real. Well then, yeah, we'll definitely do tomorrow night as a world PC multiplayer night. I haven't done multiplayer nights in months because we've been playing on the 3DS and the PSP, where I'm playing on original hardware and there isn't an easy way of doing online multiplayer. But yeah, starting, I guess, this Friday, we'll probably be doing either Friday night or Saturday night multiplayer nights. Because that's something that really, it's a relaxing way to spend the end of a week. Backleg is a pretty safe spot. Yep, that's what we... Last night we were trying to attack her head for the most part, and it was really rough. We weren't getting trips. We weren't dealing enough damage. Backleg has been much more consistent for us, so here we are. Gotta heal. Head trip might reset her Nova. She does not have a head trip. But all kinds of staggers seem to affect her Nova, yeah. Oh, I didn't think that was going to hit me. As long as you have Crystal Burst, I'm not using Slinger ammo super often. Just trying to use my weapon for the most part if I can help it. Yeah, that move is just tough. You can get tripped by her body and not the fire, and it hurts less. So that's what we've been trying to do. Oh, head break is only, or head trip is only when you break the horn. Makes sense. Makes sense. The angle of that ground there helped us out. I think we're safe here. Nope. Not quite safe there. Oh man, not safe there either. Get out. Get out of there. But yeah, I agree, Tomix. As long as we can play safely enough, I think we've got this in the bag. We beat the tough time limit version of Lunastra. Now we can make do with the one that isn't time limited. Those hitboxes, dude. I say, right before we die. Yes, we finished the one from last night. That's why we're able to do this quest at all right now, Bursted. Yep, we finished the arena one. We repelled it. We're gonna run out of freaking steaks and rations. Kieran functions that way too with the 20% horn break in this game. I don't know about Namiel. It's been so long since I fought Namiel. But yeah, for those who have been joining us recently and weren't here for this entire revisit of World, the reason I'm playing World right now is I haven't played it in like 2 or 3 years, and I don't know when I'm going to have the time on stream to do a full playthrough in our usual style, where I collect lots of weapons and clear all the quests in order and all that stuff that we usually do. I want to do that someday, but I don't know when I'll have the time for it. but I feel like this is a pretty important game in the series, and so I wanna have some fresh impressions of it. And so we've been trying to form some fresh impressions of the progression and the combat and a lot of different things in the game. So that's what we're here doing. Oh, I should drink a cool drink. Good job, Kinsect. Nope, that didn't work. Too close to the wall. We gotta get out of here. Oh, we're stunned. Okay, nope, we're not getting out of here. Cool. Don't know how you get stunned right after having hit the monster a bunch like that, but you just do. Oh well. Exactly, Rock. Yep. We'll get there. It'll take me time to get in the right zone. I wish I could just tap into good play whenever I wanted, but no. Not a thing. Does anyone have any tips for properly chaining the Superman dives there? Like, any tips for on the inputs for properly chaining the Superman dives if you don't have wind pressure? Or wind resist? I just instantly get hit by wind pressure after the first Superman dive. You pretty much need to be far enough. Just how many Luna have we faced? We faced a lot last night and today. Aren't they more effective when you do them to the sides? I don't know. What's your frame rate? We're running at 60 frames per second, or close to it at least. Oh, we got Thunderproof Mantle. The wind pressure comes in waves. If you watch closely, you have a little window to run. Oh. Okay. Just spam the button as fast as possible. Didn't have a special technique. Okay. Gotcha, Dragon on Fire. Hello, Hentai Mafia. Your name intimidates me. Whoops, not join a quest. If you're chaining correctly, you never actually get back near the running animation. Most of the time when I'm trying to Superman dive from her, I don't even get to stand back up. Like, I don't actually get to run or move or anything. Like, the instant my character gets back to the state where you'd be able to start running away again, I just instantly get wind pressured. It must be the timing I'm doing is wrong or something. Yeah, you can flash her to force the Nova, that's true. So we could like force it halfway out of the area, but that feels extra cheesy. Oh well, we'll keep trying. Should you spoil a strat? You're welcome to. Hello, I'm a person. She spawned somewhere else. There she is. Let's let her walk in here and hopefully away from Teostra. Oh no. I don't understand that, Martz. I'm sorry. Oh yeah, we've seen someone, oh, god darn it. We've seen someone tell us about that strat. We've seen a clip of canceling the Nova. We actually repelled her right after canceling her Nova with our weapon in the arena. That's how we got our repel in the arena. It was like probably 2 minutes left. She was about to Nova and we hit her out of it with our insect wave in the air and then proceeded to repel. Okay, never mind. I reread the message, Martha. I might understand. Does it cancel or did she go for it again? We repelled her right afterwards, so I'm not sure. I think she wasn't going to do it again. Alright, I'll try that, Martha. We hit her while she was in the air, but I think we repelled her right before she would have done it again. Oh jeez, I'm in the sheath. I think I clicked in my stick there. I gotta take off that binding. I don't like that binding at all. Back to this, I see. Hello, some moss-covered femboy. Yeah. We did finally repel the one in the arena. Now we get to actually take on this quest where there's 2 of them. Hi, Teostra. This is going well. Oh, this is really going well. Gotta kill both? You do have to kill both, yeah. This isn't going very well. Dung bomb them? I don't think that works, does it? And you know it. At least they have reduced HP pools. That is the one saving grace. It's true. What's the dung bomb quote? I don't remember a dung bomb quote. Oh, you're on Kingslayer, Rock? Or Fish Kebab, you're still doing Kingslayer. That makes sense. That quest is so hellish. Oh, I didn't drink a cool drink. We should do that. Hi, Teo. I made several sets for Kingslayer and Queenslayer, I think. At least 1 or 2 before I finally found one that worked the way I wanted it to. Oh my goodness. Do his blast pods set off her stuff? I think they do! That's so messed up! Oh my goodness! That's terrifying. Why is that a thing? It's so cool. It is cool, but that's screwed. Like, if you looked at that room there were like 5 square feet where there wasn't either a blast pod or a blue fire. That's insane. Put on a postcard? I mean, I guess I would too. You could send that to a hunter you don't like. Wish you were here. Does the air dodge have iframes? No. I don't think so. We just outpositioned. I'm not 100% sure Tomic Stark, but I'm pretty sure it does not have any iframes, yeah. I'm no Insect Glaive guru. Pretty sure there are iframes in the air dodge and rise. I have no idea. Like I'm unsure, but I don't think so. Oh, hello, Yeah, no, it's 100% screwed that he can set off her fire. Huh, he is Nova'd on his own. I don't know what she's doing. I think she's like trying to do the bond attack with him and he's just like not having it. Not in the mood tonight. I know a lot of folks are used to it at Hentai Mafia. It's just not my style. I like understanding where to hit the monsters based on hit zone damage from like a hit zone data chart, where you can see exactly how much damage each part of the monster will take from things like cutting or impact weapons or different elements, rather than just relying on an orange number to mean like kind of good or a gray number to mean kind of bad. It's nice to kind of know the specifics. I'm glad they're in the game, but they kind of distract me, so I'll load up hit zone charts sometimes and take a look at where we should be hitting the monster. Like, I know that Luna's back legs take a little bit less damage than her head, her tail, or her wings, but they do take a pretty decent element, and they have a trip on them, so that's why we're going for her legs. I think when I have them on, sometimes my brain focuses a lot in the moment-to-moment gameplay on how big the number is, or just the numbers in general, and so I like having them on. That's my justification, personally. And I'm also just kind of used to it from the older games, but I'm glad it exists as an option for folks. Oh, bad call. We're good. So this is 50 minutes? It is 50 minutes, yeah. Instead of 15 like the arena quest we were doing. Mars, I don't give a shit about spoilers for this game. You can feel free and talk about whatever quest you'd like. I've played this game, remember? Goodbye. I'm just gonna leave. Thanks. Have fun. I know that there was an Arch-Tempered Teostra and Lunastra in the 18 Gigante quest, right? Or were they just tempered? I forget. But I do know they were in that quest. I don't think there was a quest with them on just those two, though. Not that I remember. They leave in those quests? Mm-hmm. Yep, they each make cameos. It's very scripted. Never did that quest, but I watched enough clears of it. The hell does tempered mean? It's a higher difficulty version of a monster. It generally hits a little harder and has a little more HP from my knowledge. Yep, just beefier. They drop decorations, or they drop better decorations from requests, so people run those tempered quests, or tempered investigations, rather, to grind out gear in this game. They don't have more health, just more damage? Oh, I apologize for the misinformation. Thank you for the correction. That is insane, Marks. That sounds like an Aki thing to do. Great, they went to the same place. Let's refresh this cool drink real quick before we go in. Yep, they hit a lot harder, they're shiny looking, they give you good drops. Oh, it was TDS with Hame strats? Makes sense. That is definitely something they'd be good at. This is very cool. Seems very cool to have two monsters in the area with how often she can lock you down just by herself. Seems very cool. Yeah, you go for full burst, Smarts. Slap lands with a side of full burst. I would not. I don't know. That's just. It's so high. It's so high commitment that I find that style difficult to use on things. Jesus Christ! So much blue fire. Insane quest. I don't want to fight you two together. They have the same animation going on right now. Okay, she freaking left. Thank goodness. Goodbye, Teostra. Hitbox on that. My goodness. Oh, that was a misinput, but whatever. We've gotten to the just like I'm crying phase of the fight. Yeah, nothing we could have done there. That was it. The end. Well, except sheath quicker when we saw her going up in the air. We lasted an extra 2 minutes. It was 17 minutes, then 18, now 20. Just gotta keep pushing that number up. Always bring Crystal Burst. We're not gonna use it. I want to try and figure out how to deal with that move without using Slinger Ammunition. How you deal with that move is bring Farcasters. I'm about to that point where I'd rather you do it like that, to be honest with you. Do you have the Fireproof Mantle? Yeah, or actually I don't even know if I've unlocked it, but we're not using any specialized tools. We're trying to just clear the fights using only our weapon. So I'm not using much in the way of Slinger Ammunitions, traps, flashes, mantles, Clutch Claw, etc. Nothing wrong with choosing. It's just not what I'm trying to learn. Yeah. I get the most out of the game personally when I try and learn how to deal with a monster's toolkit, not by negating it with armor skills or tools, but by finding a way to outposition or outdamage it with my weapon. So I try and do that. To mixed results. To mixed results. Oh, I already ate. Oops. Oops. Thanks for the follow, Hentai Mafia. Like I said, your name intimidates me, but thanks for being here. Oh, you're good, Tomic Stark. I don't expect anybody to have memorized my inane set of like personal restrictions. It's not like a quick and easy like, oh, here's like the things I do and don't do. It's like, no, there's just like a whole bunch of bizarre things that I do to have more fun, more pain, question mark. And it's like built up from different game. Like it's going to differ from game to game, and it's like built up from a bunch of different games, and it's just a mess. I don't expect anybody to hold themselves to this, besides me, and I don't expect anybody to understand it, really. I like trying to not negate mechanics in a fight. I want to try and deal with out-positioning them, out-rolling them, out-damaging them. I want to figure out how to do it using my weapon. That's what I derive the most fun from in this series. That's what I spend my time doing, even if it's kind of messed up. You've adapted some of my ways? Oh no. Bad role model. Did I bring rations? I forgot to bring rations. We might get some from the box. Eh. Oof. How many Lunastras on the board tonight? We repelled one in the arena. my goodness. Man, that move's tricky. God damn, man. That's so tough. Relentless, yeah. What should you do with all these beans? Oh, I actually didn't give you guys beans. What you can use those beans for. World not so easy anymore. I think anybody who says this entire game is easy is reaching. But the fact that it only gets hard when you get to fights like this, and then these fights are like totally screwed, isn't a great difficulty curve.
Or something like that.
You cannot barter with Shep with the beans, no. You can use the beans to save them up like a dragon. You can hoard them like a bean dragon. Or you can use them to redeem sound effects like Jack just did. There's a whole store of sound effects. Do I have that on the chat command? I don't. And while this monster might be a challenge, or it might not, or sorry, might still be a challenge even without the handicaps we've put on ourselves, I really don't like that you have to really handicap yourself through the whole game if you want to try and have some semblance of challenge from a good chunk of the cast. That's just a bummer. And like, I'm not speaking about master rank, but I am speaking about low rank and high rank. And like low rank can be easy, but high rank shouldn't feel like this. Should get out of the corner here. Know nothing about IG, so you can't tell if your setup is optimal for this level of the hunt. We are using unupgraded armor. We haven't put any armor spheres into it. We're using a set that is primarily focused around like a little bit of attack with a little bit of healing skills instead of all attack. Our glaive is not the maximum level, and nothing of our stuff is augmented, which is a lot of the stuff that you would have when this fight came out. You okay, Rock Spider? I mean, like, I genuinely don't feel like this game is easy all throughout. Like, I mean, I think almost the entire game, if you're used to the game and you have the right setup, there are ways to trivialize pretty much any monster, which I think is a bummer, that they give you the tools to trivialize most monsters. Like the vast majority of the cast. Some monsters in the game are appropriate to be like, I don't know, able to be bullied, but some it's like, man, you just really just put the clap on an Elder Dragon in like 10 minutes, huh? Or like real fast. It's just weird. I don't know. Yeah, essentially right before Iceborne, Luna was one of the endgame hunts outside of Tempered and Arch-Tempered. Tomix Dark, it looks like you picked a pretty good time to join the stream, seeing as we got so many beans in the last couple of nights. She was the second content update? I guess I forget. These two together is a mess. Yeah, look at that. Insane. It just flares with him around. I think we're gonna die. What did I get hit? I mean, I got hit by her tail, and then that. Stuns in this game are so frustrating. Oh, how is the streamer 267? Oh, that was my beans, not your beans. I thought that was your beans you were pulling up, Tomix. I have 46,000 beans. I don't need that many. There. I keep myself low because I don't need beans. What do I need those for? Every once in a while I'll redeem sound effects, but the leaderboard's for you guys, not for me. Yeah, I guess this quest also seems screwed in that, like, I don't know, in multi-monster quests are an already kind of like entirely different kind of difficulty than regular hunts, yeah? Where like, rather than you just versing the monster and trying not to overcommit and be safe, it's like two overlapping sets of patterns that can really screw you over sometimes. Her moveset is already oppressive enough that it feels kind of like dealing with a multi-monster quest already, to be honest with you. Like, it's not a dissimilar feeling. So when you actually throw a second monster in, it's like, this is just kind of like actually screwed. Oh, Teo, stop, go away. A few of the sounds are for subs only. I forget which ones I set to that. Just as a thank you for subbing to the channel. But most of them, I think at least half or more, are for anybody. Could try killing Teo first. Nah, we're gonna swallow the bitter pill first. Oops. Oh my goodness. I wasn't paying close enough attention. I don't know if you can dung bomb them at all, Tomix. Maybe. This is not a great attempt. There are certain attempts where like your focus and your momentum just snowball. This one snowballed away from us. But you still see those attempts through. You never know what you're gonna learn. God, screw you, Luna. Literally at the edge of the map. We're just running away, dude. health's just melting in there. What can you, like, did you see what she just chained there? She chained that move literally on top of itself. That was the same move where she just put out the big column of flames towards you, where you're already stuck in it because of the wind, and she can just do that on top of one another. That is absolutely screwed. Oh, man, I wish I could like this fight. It's stinky. World needed more fights that were like oppressive like this, where you really had to try and focus on learning the monster's moves and where was safe, but not like this. Not like this.
Tsiki tsiki.
Tsiki tsiki. Fire resist could be helpful. It's probably a lot of fire, yeah. I think that even if we upped the fire, it would still be hitting us pretty chunky. Our defense is just so low. Not in this game, Tomix. In 4 Ultimate, Gold Rathian occupies a similar position to this fight, where it's like a kind of overtuned monster design in high rank. You might guess that Marth's Tip in the chat likes Gold Rathian in 4th generation. Gold Rathian in 4th gen is not this bad, that's true. It just feels similar, like it's a fight where it's not entirely BS or like stinky to fight or anything, like there's some neat things going on, but there's like 1 or 2 aspects that are overtuned to the point where it feels a little bit unfair. It's not this bad though. This is pretty rough. Fish has an uncanny ability to remember quotes. It's ridiculous. It's kind of scary. Fish Kebab, if I could have even a chunk of that memory of yours, I wouldn't even just remember quotes better. I'd remember how to play Monster Hunter better. It'd be great. Oh, hello, Teostra. Oh, shoot. Oh, shoot. No, we can't do this. I'm sorry. We can't do this, Lunastra. You can bite me. You can follow me in here. I'm not fighting you in there with Teostra. We're not doing this. This is not okay. Do you have dung pods? I do. I don't think they work. We can try them. Oh, well. No, he just ran back into the area. Oh my god, look at this! Ah! And that was when I started to... This is when we're starting to reset based on spawns. If we get a bad spawn, we're resetting. There's literally no point in starting the run off on a bad note like that. I'm actually physically sweating in real life, Marks, but it's because this room gets to like 1,000,000 degrees. I need to hydrate more often on stream and just in life in general. Do not hydrate enough IRL. Fish is insane. Also stretching, yeah. I'm sitting in a decent chair for my back, so I don't get like cramps or anything, which is good. It is psychotic, isn't it? You love cats until you don't, but then you do again. Try a different quest if this one sucks so hard. This is the only quest for Lunastra right now. We could try high rank Kieran, I think. We might have unlocked that now. Essentially right now, there's a couple of Elder Dragons like Lunastra and Kieran that I haven't slain yet. And I want to try and take them out before Rise for PC comes out next week. Man, it's really close now. I think if you probably used the rocks and the Dragonator, it'd be a lot easier in the arena, Marths. Those tools probably let you get staggers at some pivotal moments when you want them. Raging Brachydios was introduced in 4 Ultimate. I don't think was he in Generations Ultimate? I don't know. I don't think he was. He's in GU? Oh. I have a weird time remembering some of the monsters that are in GU that I haven't fought personally. Like, I always forget if Ucanlos is in. GU but not Gen. Oh, interesting. He was one of those, huh? I fought Raging Brachy in this game, like, legitimately once or twice. No, it was more than that. But I fought Raging Brachy a handful of times in this game, but I haven't fought him in any of the 4th generation games. God, that's so dumb. Sorry, I'm getting progressively more upset at her mechanics the longer we spend fighting her. Was Brachy the only monster whose variant was introduced in the same game? Brachydios was introduced in 3 Ultimate, not 4 Ultimate, so no. I don't think there's any monster whose variant was introduced in the same game, I guess, except Nergigante. Zamtrios was Monster Hunter 4? Yes. Zamtrios was Monster Hunter 4, correct. Whoops. This quest will get to the point where I'll start, like, for context, in the older games, the only time I would negate mechanics from monsters, just straight up, is when there was a quest like this where the RNG of the two monsters overlapping was too much. So in this quest, I would think about using a set that negated roars or wind pressure to try and cut down on the RNG for when they're interacting with one another. If it gets that bad, we'll make a set designed around this quest specifically. And that'll be sick if we have to do that. I think it's gonna be cool. Traditionally, I've only done that when the monsters are in the same area together, but Lunastra is oppressive enough, to be honest with you, that I feel like it's necessary. Whoops. God, that move. Whew, that was close. Gotta heal. That's just such, that is so dumb that it can do that. I guess, can you roll the wind? You probably can. I think I've done it, maybe. I don't even remember if you can roll the wind. You just gotta do it consistently enough. So Kinsect Blunt? Nope, it's a cutting type Kinsect. There is a KO type Kinsect that we could be using right now, but I'm using this one because of Blast. The marking attack you do with R2 does do blunt type damage from Insect Glaive though. What's up, Marks? Use the rocks? Nah, not yet. Oh, well, I didn't mean to do that, but we'll take that. Sure. Yes, Marth, I do. I think the bones of this monster are good. It's just there are several things like its roar, its wind pressure, some of its hitboxes, its flame effect that make it a little bit overtuned. Jesus, I hate these two together. Stun is so dumb in 5th gen. So is Teo's fire. How are these two pairs when his fire breath sucks that much and hers is that mean? Hello, Commander Henkel, welcome. We're trying our darndest on Lunastra and it's a tough time. So you've gone to hell? We have, yes. It's been a good time. Neither of them are raged to us. Hello, Shocked Bee. I'm literally just gonna run around in this area until one of them leaves. Because they're really screwed up together. She's, like I was saying, she's oppressive enough as it is with her wind pressure and roar without another monster in the area, and he's just real fast as well. It's like, no, this is screwed up. Okay, she's leaving. Hello, Gooey, welcome back. Teo, could you not? Could you not? Please? Could you just go away? He's raged to us somehow. I haven't even touched you, you jerk. Get out of here. No. Now he's in the same area as her again. God, screw you, Teostra. Fine, I'll fight you. You won't like it. That's too close to that last explosion. And now she's aggroed. Okay, well, time to run around and do nothing again. Yeah, I've played other Monster Hunter games. Yep, we've played a good chunk of them, Shocked Bee. Not all of them, and not all the way through the completion, but a good chunk. We've been revisiting World the last, like, month or two, because I wanted to get some fresh impressions of this game. I hadn't played it since it came out. Well, I haven't played it since Iceborne came out a few years ago. We've been working on Lunastra for the better part of 6 or 7 hours now. Yeah, Shocked Bee, we're trying to clear Lunastra with a particular set of challenges. Mainly just using our weapon without any specialized tools, but also a set that's not geared around damage, hasn't been upgraded like its defense at all, and like an unoptimal glaive for this point of the game. Most of the game, we've had to nerf our damage to try and make the monsters not die too quickly, but this is definitely like maybe something where you should have a little more damage. First Monster Hunter game was Free Me Night on PSP. Love World and Iceborne, not a fan of Rise though. I really liked Rise, but I had more problems with this game. I think it's kind of interesting how people have more problems with one or the other. Yeah, I think you're probably right, Physicist, but that's okay. I'm not writing this game off based on like me having to handicap myself for Live World. And I can understand that they nailed the difficulty a lot better. I remember that being the case back from my original Iceborne playthrough. It was like, I was really worried when Iceborne came out that everything was going to die too quickly, and it felt like, for a lot more of the game, it didn't feel like that. This is just so messed up with both of them in the same area. So messed up. You broke an armrest on your chair completing this quest? That's kind of rad. I will not fight you two in the same area. There we go. Just we're not doing it. I will look forward again to revisit Iceborne some other time. We're going to be switching to Rise PC and playing through Rise PC next week when it comes out. I really enjoyed Monster Hunter Rise because I did some similar handicapping in that game, and I really enjoyed the monster patterns in that game a little more than this one. I'm excited to see what Sunbreak next summer will be like in terms of monster patterns. I think it's going to be pretty freaking good. I think it was ANLTPRK. Thanks for the follow. Feel free to let me know how you'd like to have your name pronounced, because I'm not sure. Okay. Please tell me they didn't go to the same area. Like we're just we're just so under geared. It just doesn't work with two of them. It just doesn't work. And the instant aggression is just terrifying. Shockby, thanks for the follow. Looking forward to checking out your Rise streams. Thanks. It's gonna be fun to play through that game. I haven't played through it again. I played it on the Switch last year, but I haven't touched it since summertime. Oh, thank goodness. So it's been at least 6 months, so I'll be a little rusty. We're going to be doing a no wire bug, no silk bind playthrough, I think, to try and see how that feels differently than just playing through using all the silk binds and all the wire falls you can eat. We might still use it for getting around the map. I haven't decided yet. Okay, so you can definitely roll the wind there. That ledge, though. Get me away from that fire. Thank you. Oh, my health is not in good shape. Dead. Not dead. Cool. It'd be screwed up, Marks, wouldn't it? I don't... Yes, she's limping! Screw your limp! How are you liking Lunastra now? I think that she is overtuned. I think throwing even a Kuluyaku into the same area as her is ridiculous. There's no way she should be allowed to be in the same area with anything else. So this Teostra quest is a little crazy. Snatch your tail? I guess we should carve it, shouldn't we? Stiff. The best this game gives you in terms of like descriptors, it'll give you like one word adjectives like script or stiff. Used to craft gear. You don't say it's used to craft gear. Alright, she probably goes down to their limping area. Teo, you're next. Outside of that, Floey, I think that like underneath a lot of the aspects of her fight being overtuned, I think she's cool. And I like that she's really like a big challenge, very aggressive. Doesn't give you any free lunch really. There's just some bits of it that are just like a little too overtuned to be fun. But in general, I like that she's challenging. They would do this, wouldn't they? Oh god, this is just screwed. If we cart to this and trip, I'm gonna be sad. It spawned a pool right underneath me. That's so... It's so messed up. That's so messed up. We really should just start bringing Farcasters. Yeah, I think that move is... I think that move would need to... Like, most of her moves, you can say, like, oh, just spawn less fire. Maybe not make her have quite so much wind press. Maybe make the hitboxes for some of her moves a little bit more, like, visually distinct so you can kind of tell when you're in range of those blue flames, stuff like that. That move, I think, would probably need to get completely redesigned. I don't think there's really anything about that move that's good. Aside, it's like it's different from Teo's. I'm cool that it's different from Teo's, but... I don't think anything about that move is a good design. A whole Teo in one cart? Dude, he's such a pushover compared to her. Hey, Squump. They really liked their zone nukes in World. Yeah, it's kind of a trope. Just started reinstalling this because I saw you playing it and made you want to play it again. We're actually going to do a high rank multiplayer night tomorrow if you want to take a look at if you have any high rank stuff left over. Don't call him a pushover yet. He could triple us, it's true. We killed him in under 20 minutes on our first try, is why I say that in the Teostra quest. Did you fight Behemoth yet? Nope. We've been taking on Lunastra and Kieran right now. Mainly just Lunastra. I swear if she Novas again, I'm quitting. Which is okay, because it's about what time we should go to bed anyways. Ouch. Hey, Soul. We've been attempting Lunastra for most of the night. We did finish the arena clear, finally. This is our closest attempt so far on Luna. We've made her limp this time, which we hadn't done before. Yes! Oh, we killed the Lunastra. It took so many hours. Now we need to kill a Teostra with one cart, which shouldn't be too bad, I don't think. Okay. Yeah, I'm good on not facing that monster again until our next playthrough. I'm good on that. Time to play safe? Yeah, time to play really safe. Good hunting, thanks. You can eat for insurance mid-quest. It's true. So posted on multi-night. It'd be interesting to see what this was like in multiplayer. It sounds like it would be even more cursed. This is a monster where, like, I can't imagine it being easier in multiplayer. I guess you're throwing out more damage, but, like, cannot imagine it being a better time. You killed them both at the same time in the same area. That is amazing, Sklump. That sounds incredible. Nice job. Probably would have taken some wearing down of both of them gradually. Watch him Nova immediately and kill us. AT Luna when? I don't think I'm going to be doing that. I'd like to try at least one of the ATs, but I don't know if we're even going to have time. I just want to try and fight as many of the unique monsters or unique fights in this game before Rise on PC comes out. So we'll have like two or three more streams of this game before Rise for PC comes out. I know your tricks, buddy. This ain't my first Teo rodeo. God, he is so much so much less aggressive. Oh no. Oh, and we failed the quest. It's a good kill screen. Well, I've got time to try it again. Yeah, how hard could it be to kill another Lunastra? It's not like we fought her for like 6 hours now straight between yesterday and today. Pain. Longsword? We don't have any other weapons leveled up at all. Or upgraded up, rather. This is the same quest you did? Yeah, it's required. After you repel the Lunastra in the arena, this is the quest they unlock. It is, Marks. It's true. There's a bigger windup, and there's a notification on screen for it, so you know to get the hell out of dodge. Like I can reproducibly zone away from that, but I can't get out of the way of Luna's. Luna's Nova is just an RNG check without like armor skills or a mantle to counter it. Do dung pods work on elders? No, unfortunately. We tried, but no. We're just gonna have to be patient and try and wait for them to leave when they're in the same area together. Or get lucky. Which, I mean, like, that's what multi-monster quests are like. Just usually multi-monster quests don't necessarily have flame pools that two different monsters can proc at you. Lord Silo, cheers. Thanks for the follow. Welcome. I hope you're enjoying the Monster Hunter and the pain that is on display tonight. Hey, remember me? Thanks, Clone. Whoops. I was meant to be turned towards her. Just realized I was doing the hunch over breathe heavy into the mic thing, I think. Sorry. This game gets me going. Like, I don't usually hunch over the mic. I'll like find myself breathing heavy into the microphone by accident. This game just gets me going. It's kind of funny. Probably got her raged on us, so we should be able to drag her. We're gonna do that. Or not. Thought she was raged and she would follow us, but maybe not. We really have to mess with monster AI. Or to make this work. Because like them together in that area is just death. Absolute death. Here she comes. Perfect. We actually flinched her out of a Nova earlier in the arena Repel. We flinched her out of a Nova and then repelled her like less than 5 seconds later. It was pretty cool. With Insect Wave just while she was in the air. Love being able to not move. Frustrating, frustrating. Yeah, it seems like I think the highest value skill in this matchup would probably be Wind Res. If we feel like we need to switch things up, that's what we'll gem in. Gem in. That's what we'll switch our armor out for because we don't have the decos. Can't craft any. Mature audience? Huh? Let's go. Well, I'm confused. Oh, okay. I see now. I see now. So bad at that move. Like, that move is not that hard. It's a circle, and I still screw it up 90% of the time. Man, it's bad that we couldn't finish that quest when we killed Lunastra the last time. Go to sleep. This is probably my last attempt. I've been rolling wind press for hours. Hoping you see the next stream you beat the boys. Me too. Tomorrow I was gonna do multiplayer night, but like I also don't like leaving this unfinished. Maybe we'll do multiplayer night Saturday night and do this again tomorrow night. Both of them are pretty decent nights for multiplayer nights, I feel like. Friday nights used to be when people used to go out and do things in the real world. So they're okay to do things online now. But so Saturday. I think our friend Ninja Frog is playing through their first playthrough of Bloodborne right now. Paku Paku. It's good to see you. Yeah, I just get hit by the wind pressure immediately. I don't really have any way of Superman diving again. Like, those waves aren't even what's hitting me. It's just, I don't know, constantly. While she's got that Nova up, I'm getting wind buffeted. Glad we survived that time. I'm confused by how that worked. She doesn't head stagger, so like I don't really know why that got a stagger, but I'll take it. Normally I don't like negating facets of a monster's fight, but that does seem to be like the fact that this fight literally feels like RNG without wind pressure makes me think that yeah, we'll probably gem that in if we need to. This fight design is so fucked. She left. Lame that like when she drops the rocks on herself it doesn't do anything. I'd be so much more okay with that. Oh, I thought we were stunned. Whoops. Should heal. I mean, I almost like it, Soul. There are certain aspects of it that are too overtuned for me to enjoy. Like, some of the moves that she's allowed to layer over top of one another just make no sense to allow the monster to layer over top of one another. They're just not fair in combination. But the actual aggression of her and her moveset on the ground is kind of neat. It's so much more aggressive and interesting to deal with than Teostra's. I think if she had a limit on how much blue fire she could have, and if a lot of her hitboxes, both fire and physical, had like slightly better animated hitboxes, or like slightly more, I don't know, easily visible hitboxes, it'd be much better. And yeah, the Nova I think is kind of indefensible. Cool. We take those. Yeah, we're not talking about master rank though. We're only talking about high rank, which doesn't need to be this challenging, but also shouldn't be as easy as Teostra. Teostra is an Elder Dragon and he does not feel like it in high rank. This is really risky. I mean, like, what could they do to a Rock Spider that wouldn't just break the game wide open? I don't know. She's already so nuts. And as per usual, the things I'm saying, these are just like my opinion, man. You're allowed to feel different. These are my opinions after fighting one for like 4 hours, so keep that in mind too. No! Oh, well. That's where we end things tonight. We slew one. And that's what matters. We did take one down. I mean, technically, I just said I wanted to kill one. I didn't say I wanted to clear the quest, but we could just hang it up there and be like, well, we killed the Lunastra, bye. Like, we'll see. I guess, yeah, with that, I'm gonna do another night of this tomorrow. And then Saturday night, we're gonna do the multiplayer night. I'll tweet about the multiplayer night right now though, so folks have some heads up if they want to join us and do some high rank world multiplayer before we take on Monster Hunter Rise next week. Maybe we'll run Wind Pressure tomorrow. It really just doesn't, I wouldn't normally do that, but it just doesn't feel fair. There's really no way of using your weapon or positioning to actually make some of those combos not possible. Like, that's what I'm looking to do most of the time by not using negation skills like that. Skills that'll just negate part of the monster's moveset or part of the monster's challenge, but there's literally nothing you can do sometimes against that monster. So, would you sooner switch weapons? I can't switch weapons. Not now, Marth, sorry. No. I don't have time to try and get good with another weapon right now. Or get used to another weapon in world. Doing flying IG versus Luna is really good. I would think I would just get popped. I think I would just get popped with our low defense. So I think we'll probably just, you know what, before we go to bed, let's take a look at some of, no, we'll just save it for, we'll save the set building with wind pressure resist for tomorrow. Thanks, Rock Spider, cheers. Anyways, if it was anyone's first time by the stream, I hope you liked it. I'm Ristretto. I like playing Monster Hunter in, I guess like the stream title says, nonsensical ways. And also, Cyan, sorry, I was in the middle of a thought and I didn't say thank you. Thank you for the sub, I really appreciate it. I hope you enjoyed it. Yeah, I play Monster Hunter in nonsensical ways to try and have fun or analyze certain bits of it. If you liked what you saw, feel free to leave a follow. If you want to know when we go live, we have a Discord and a Twitter. Discord's really cozy in general, it also has pings for when we go live, but there are folks hanging out in there talking about all kinds of Monster Hunter, new and old. It's a good spot to be. And then we also have a YouTube channel for VODs. Feel free to check those out. There are links to the chat. And that's my plug. Let's see. The last thing we're going to do before I go to bed is we're going to go ahead and find somebody else who's streaming Monster Hunter. We're going to give them a raid. Who do I feel like raiding? I don't know. Yeah, I'm sure like I'm sure there are other matchups, Tepelin, that are better than Insect Glaive. Just I know for a fact that it's going to take me a long time to get my muscle memory and like it's going to take me a long time to acclimate to any weapon in World that's not Insect Glaive right now because I didn't play all the weapons back when I played World and it's been a long time since I've played the weapons I did play like Lance. So we could try it, but I'm just going to stick with what we've been playing over the past month. That's all I can do, I think, at this point, because we only have a few days left before Rise. Let's go ahead and just raid our friend Hyper Ray. Our friend Hyper Ray is streaming Monster Hunter 3 Ultimate tonight. I haven't seen them on in a little bit, so we're going to go ahead and give them a raid here. Hope you guys are in the mood for some 3U. If any of you have been lamenting that we stopped playing that game recently, then feel free and check out Hyper Ray here. Alright. I'm going to be back tomorrow night. We're going to do another night of solo Lunastra here, and then on Saturday I think we're going to plan for a multiplayer night with some high-rank gear. So if you're down for that, feel free and stick around. Thank you guys so much for the company and the discussion while we were taking on Lunastra tonight, and I hope you guys, I don't know, have a good evening or a good day or whatever time it is. Happy hunting. Cheers. Good night.